You're sitting on a bench waiting for the cata bus to arrive until a person sits down next to you and lights up a cigarette. So, what would you do?
I would definitely just try and hold my breath and for as long as possible because my uncle has been a smoker for a really long time, so I've kind of learned to do that and try not to breathe in as much secondhand smoke as possible. But then, I mean, if it becomes a really big issue, then I'd probably ask them if they could, move away or do something else unless the bus showed up.
I would obnoxiously cough and then walk away.
I'd go up to them and take their cigarette, break it in half, throw it in their face.
I'd get up and leave.
I would probably get up and leave too. Should I have to? I was born in 1994, and I'm living in an era where people are told that smoking is bad and that they shouldn't do it. My elementary school teachers told me that smoking gives you boo-boos, but it wasn't until middle school where I was intrigued in what those boo-boos really were. In middle school, we had to take a class on sex, drugs, and alcohol. My teacher focused a lot on cigarettes. She told us that cigarettes cause yellow teeth, bad breath, black lungs, a hard time playing sports, more coughs and colds, and smelly clothing. As a teenager who had braces for 3 years, I was confused why anyone was going to want to have yellow teeth. She also told us that smoking can cause cancer and heart disease, which can lead to death. She also told us that secondhand smoke has the same exact effects of smoking if you inhale it. I was shocked. I'd been around a ton of secondhand smoke on my way to school or on a park or anywhere. Did that mean I was going to die? My fear of dying because of inhaling secondhand smoke faded until I got to high school, when there was a ton of secondhand smoke around. In high school, I had to apply what I learned in middle school to the real world. At parties, people would be smoking cigarettes, and I had to make the decision to stay around them and inhale those chemicals or walk away, and I chose to walk away. I later learned even more about secondhand smoke. Let's look back to 1964 when the first general surgeon's report on adverse health effects of smoking was published. Within 1 year, society took action and a law was made that required companies to label cigarette packages with health warnings. This was then followed by bans on advertising cigarettes on television and the radio. It wasn't until 1974 that the Surgeon General reported secondhand smoke as a health risk. This report was huge. States around the U.S. started to restrict smoking in several places. After many states started to ban smoking in public places such as restaurants and airplanes, another report of the Surgeon General was published. In 1986, the General Surgeon reported that inhaling secondhand smoke was a cause of lung cancer in non-smokers. The U.S. Department of Health and Human Services responded to this report by establishing a smoke-free environment in all buildings. Years later, this happened.
Well, smoking is now completely snuffed out at Texas State University.
The university officially became a tobacco-free campus, both at its San Marcos and Round Rock campuses today.
Brockport's goal is a healthy campus, and college officials are quick to point out the college has not come out and banned all smoking, but they sure are making it hard for students to catch a quick smoke if they want to.
Our current policy is that you should not smoke inside any buildings, outside of any buildings, in any university-owned vehicles, and that you should smoke in designated smoking areas. But many people don't even know the smoking areas exist.
No, I didn't.
No.
No, I didn't.
No, I was unaware of that.
Universities shouldn't go to the extremes of banning smoking on campus, but they should enforce the current policy. We should not deny the right of smokers to smoke, but we should allow for non-smokers to breathe in clean, non-toxic air. Perhaps we should make a survey to give to smokers around our campus. In this situation, we will have the best of both worlds. The smokers will be able to smoke in areas they said they wanted, and the non-smokers will be able to move around those areas and avoid the second-hand smoke. Now close your eyes. I'm serious, close them. Imagine this. You're sitting on a bench waiting for the cata bus to visit your freshman year teacher. and you're breathing in clean, chemical-free air.